By now, you've all heard the debates on whether or not potatoes and rice are all right on a paleo diet. Hell, some people are even throwing wheat back into the fight, although, to be fair, those people haven't read Wheat Belly and are discrediting it mostly based on hearsay. The problem with all that is that it ends up confusing the hell out of a lot of people. People need to ask themselves, is it worth it? By that, I mean, is it worth possibly degrading your health because a few researchers in the rabid fan base said that a particular food is alright, even though there's still an argument being made to this day by other researchers to the contrary? I'll start off easy. Rice should be thrown out of the paleo argument immediately because it was a not worth it food. Same as wheat, because you couldn't gather enough of it for it to be worthwhile without machinery. On to potatoes. I see this argument all the time. My question is, why bother? For those of you with a healthy or fairly healthy metabolism, please take note. Write this down if you have to. This advice isn't for you. I'm talking about people like me who have already most likely ruined their chances of ever being able to eat whatever they want ever again. Tangent. Why does it seem like all the pro-carb paleo enthusiasts are thin, metabolically undamaged young people? It's not to say that they got that way from doing what they do, because of course, as is evidenced by just looking around you, many young people who eat horrible diets, far worse than the standard American diet, are thin and undamaged as well. The argument just seems to devolve into, well, it didn't happen to me, so what I'm doing must be correct. Anyway, so the question is a potato going to cause stalls and weight loss, or even cause weight gain? As you may have already guessed, for many of us, yes. Yes, it is. How do I know? Well, along with trying it myself, I know personal experience means nothing, right? But along with that, I've also read many N=1 tests from other people who had similar results to me. So if you're unsure, you may just not want to deal with it. There are many other lower GI, lower carb ways to get the nutrients that a white potato offers. I say just go with that, and don't worry about whether or not you personally can have potatoes. Many of us can't, and you have to ask yourself, is it worth the time lost, possibly stalling on your weight loss because there's a dumb argument going on? I don't think so. Also, does anybody even eat potatoes without anything on them? Probably very few. You might as well put that butter, bacon, and cheese to better use on potential healthier food. It's very possible that potatoes are harmless to people with a fully functional metabolism, and I'm not arguing that. As I said, if that describes you, then this isn't for you. Maybe at some point in the future we should have that discussion, but that complication does nothing to fix the obesity and disease problem we've created. And by we, of course, I mean the government. All it does is complicate things and add one more thing to keep our message from prevailing over the standard American diet.